Soldiers of the Underground is, I guess, the production name that I came up with to start throwing parties, and that started in 2000, and I just felt like there was, after moving to Vancouver and checking out the party scene, there just didn't seem to be any parties that embodied any of the ideologies that I have about what a party should be, where the music is the main focus, and making personal human connections with people. I was noticing in Vancouver that there was just really massive parties and people weren't really friendly to each other. They'd only be friendly with the people they came with.
I think there's a multitude of reasons for why I do it. I've always said that artistry, any form of artistry, is somewhat people's ability to integrate that otherwise wouldn't socially know how to integrate. So music is that for me. I also do it because I love music. It's the longest lasting, most passionate relationship I've had in this lifetime, and it doesn't seem to be diminishing. Even though I'm aging, I'm still in love with music. Definitely my tastes are changing, but of course I'm going to keep fostering that relationship. I love it. Also, I think it's a way for me to connect with people. It's a way for me to express myself, even though I can be quite introverted. It allows me to show my inner self to people through music. People have a better understanding of who I am. It allows people to see what I'm made of, to see that music, and for me to share that, and for people to show their appreciation to me through the music.
This past summer we did a free all-day festival at New Brighton Park. Did 3 stages, puppet stage, yoga and healing area for free. And that was really successful for us to take a step to invite people in, actually, to see to experience what happens, and in a friendly and open setting, and a lot of people took advantage of that, and it was great. A lot of parents, a lot of all ages, and actually, what I'd say is my general perspective is that like what we do is sort of like 20% naughty and 80% wholesome.
I'd have to say one of the biggest changes that I've seen within the scene in the last few years is in the sacredness that people put into it. You know, when I first started partying, people really dressed up, and you had all your, your plastic jewelry, and you had your big pants, and it was, a lot of it was image, but at the same time, it was like your sacred garment in a way, or sacred garb, like, I don't know. And these days, people just go, they just go, and I think that just the whole aspect of kind of dressing up and making it, going as, not just your everyday average person, but as your like spiritual person in a way is one aspect that's really gone. Another change that I've really seen is probably the biggest change I've seen, I think, is just in the numbers of people that are partying these days. And I think that the cause for that really is drugs. When I first started out, it wasn't about the drugs. It was about dressing up and dancing and having a great time. And then after a while, drugs kind of work their way in, and for some people even it's drugs right off the bat. And when you're in that reality, in the world of the drug, it's very, at times it's very artificial, even though the reality is still there. You just need more and more and more to try to duplicate that same experience, and eventually you lose touch with that. And I think that's what's happened, is a lot of people have just done too many drugs, and then they find themselves at these events, and it's like, I don't have drugs, so I can't dance, or and it just takes them farther and farther from the goal.
The vibe has changed, times have changed, but with that, again, there will be a renaissance and a resurgence, I think, of some new form of scene, be it a different fusion of music of different styles, and I'm already seeing that now, particular in different parties where they will have bands in one room. I've played at a party where there were bands in the one room and then DJs spinning in the back and just fusing different styles, hip hop, obviously dance such as trance, deep house, trip hop, and all the different styles that are starting to overlap and confuse and come together.
Dancing is for everyone, and everyone needs to celebrate together. It's part of tribal culture and something that we're slowly regaining. It's a necessary part of a functioning society to celebrate together.
Lush, beautiful, down-tempo-y, ambient kind of electronica. Something like that equals alchemy.
The effect it has on me especially is it can change my mood like that. If I'm sad, music can bring me up. If I'm up, there's music that can totally put me in a bad mood. So music has that power of affecting your mood, and depending on what you play, you can facilitate people having a good time, or you can make them have a bad time. And my job is to help them have a great time. And that's what I listen for in tracks. How it makes me feel, I hope that's how it's gonna make them feel, and that's what I play. And that's my drive, is having people be puppets, and the music's the strings, and I'm the puppeteer, and I'm taking them on a journey that has a happy ending.